Buddhist monks here now just one step away from completing their walk for peace when they reach Washington, D.C., in just about a few hours from now. It's been a grueling journey that started near Fort Worth, Texas, back in October. Check out that map there. 18 monks and their loyal dog alongside them have now trekked cross-country on foot, with some even making a vow not to sit or even lay down through this all. This all in an effort to raise awareness of peace, loving kindness, and compassion.
There they are this morning. They're arriving in D.C. They about 7:30 this morning. They crossed over the Potomac from Virginia. They're quiet protesters, not like you noisy people in Minneapolis, Katie.
Us throwing dildos, baloney.
Yeah. They just hand out peace bracelets and they got their dog with them. And anyway, I got a piece I'm gonna roll at the end. I did 5 minutes of their arrival in DC and talking to people like this woman, and then a little bit of the monks talk. He gave a nice little speech. Here he is. We'll get a little lesson of him here.
All I was hoping was there will be some people along the road will stop to look at the monks. Just some, not many people. And that is the reason why when we started out, I only brought like 1,000 pieces of the peace bracelet. And guess how much we have passed out by now? Over 100,000 of peace bracelet we have passed out.
I didn't get a peace bracelet this morning, but they hand those out along the way. But anyway, I think it's pretty neat. That along with what are they calling it? The Bonito Bowl, the love bowl, with Bad Bunny turning the Super Bowl into a big love fest.
Yeah,
we got some love out there these days. I'm for it. I'm all for it.
I love it. I loved it. It was so good.
Oh, there's Jamie. Jamie, you just missed the monks. You missed the monks. I was just playing something. The monks got to the walking monks got to DC this morning.
I saw the picture on the website.
Yeah, and I've got a little 5-minute video for the end of the show here. Where I talk to some people in the crowd and get some sound from the monk who gave a talk yesterday in Alexandria. They're pushing love, just love and quiet and peace.
We can use all the peace we can get.
Yeah. And of course, top of the news is we had the members of Congress going through the Epstein files are unredacted for members of Congress. And here's what Katie said she'd heard. Becca Balint, the congresswoman, she's from Vermont. I guess they're only member of Congress. But here's what she had to say about what she saw in the unredacted files yesterday from the Epstein files.
Have you had a chance to review any of the unredacted files over at the DOJ, the Epstein files?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I just came from there.
What can you tell us?
There's a bunch of sick fucks.
Yeah, I think that's a bunch of sick fucks. That's her take on it.
Mm-hmm. And right now there's hearings going on questioning ICE.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got that ponied up as well.
All in all, there's a whole bunch of mean men doing horrid things.
Right.
Yeah, there he is. Who is this guy, Katie? Did you say
he's the acting director of ICE and Border Patrol?
When it comes to removing individuals from the United States, because ICE doesn't detain punitively. We detain to remove. I don't want to see people in custody.
Bullshit.
At the end of my statement was, Again,
Yeah,
to your
we
point,
can do
it was
Mystery Science Theater here.
Industry Day
You
for
remember
AI
that?
and efficiencies.
Yes.
They had
And I
the
did
little
say at the end of it,
little
but we
figures
deal
in
with
the bottom of the
human
screen.
beings. We can't
just
be
Making
like
comments.
that's
spitballs.
the key part that
Yeah,
you bring
man,
out.
just
Well,
throwing
speaking of human
spitballs.
beings, how many times has Amazon Prime
Oh,
shot
this
a
is
nurse 10
Swalwell
times in the
interviewing.
back?
Oh, this ought
None.
to be pretty intense.
How many times has Amazon Prime dragged a woman out of her car by her hair and then dragged her down the street?
None.
Amazon
How many ICE
Prime, why
agents
is he
have been fired for their conduct under your leadership?
Sir, I can get you that data. I'll get that back to you.
Is it more than one?
I'm not going to speak about personnel actions, but I'll get you that data.
Can you
I bet
tell us
you
if
it's none.
At least, God, I hope at least one person has been fired for their conduct since these operations have begun. Are you telling us you can't even say one person's been fired?
They put them
Sir, I'm
on
not gonna talk about
administrative
personnel
leave.
actions, but we will get
They
back to
still
you.
get paid.
But two people have been killed so far. Is that right? A nurse named Preddy and a mom named Good. Two people have been killed so far.
Yes, sir.
3 people have been killed.
Yeah. Oh, is it 3?
Mr. Lyons, will you
there was
Keith
apologize
another.
to the
Porter out
family
in
of Renee
California.
Good for being called
Oh.
a domestic terrorist by the president and his leadership?
No, sir.
Why not?
Sir, I welcome the opportunity to speak to the family in private, but I'm not going to comment on any active investigation.
Wow.
Is she a domestic terrorist?
He's just not going to
Sir, I'm not
say
gonna
anything.
Comment on the investigation. And the president and Secretary Noem are elected officials. That's their right to their comments. But as
Maybe
law
he'll
enforcement-
take
career
the
law
fifth.
enforcement-
You know,
Secretary Noem was not
Do
an
you agree with their
elected
comments?
official. She was
Sir, I'm not gonna
appointed.
Go ahead and talk about any ongoing investigation.
Will you apologize
Like-
to the family of Alex Preddy for also being called a domestic terrorist?
These guys
again,
have broken so many laws.
I'm not going to speak to any
Even as
ongoing
just
investigation.
agency directors, they need to
Reliance,
take the
you're
fifth
staying
in
to
congressional
lead
testimony.
ICE
That's
Is a
unprecedented.
decision.
Sir, I'm sorry. Could you repeat
You're
that?
staying on to lead ICE as a decision. I've read your background.
That's right.
You
Bring
have
out
a
Liam.
decorated career. You've served in the military. You are what I would call otherwise employable. I think most people would agree this is not the only job that you can get.
Otherwise,
But since you've been on this job, women
He's
have been
hired.
dragged by their hair through our streets.
Pregnant woman was
A
pulled.
6-year-old
and
child
She
battling
miscarried her
stage 4
child.
cancer has been deported. And it turns out he was a U.S. citizen. People are running through the fields where they work. People who've gone to the streets as allies have been shot and publicly executed. It's a decision to stay on at this point. And considering your honorable service in the past and the dishonorable acts that those who have worked for you have conducted, and the disgraceful statements that the leadership
Do you know this
above
guy's
you
background?
have
Has
said,
he been at ICE a long time, or is he
You
a
now have a
newbie that
decision.
Trump brought in?
will you stand with the
I think
kids who you're
he's been there
supposed to
for a
protect,
bit. Let me look him up.
or will you side with the killers bringing terror to our streets? Mr. Lyons, will you resign from ICE?
No, sir, I won't.
Why not?
Because, sir, that child that you're showing right there, the men and women of ICE took care of him when his father abandoned him and ran from
Gentlemen's-
law
Oh,
That's
they're going back to
bullshit.
that.
Should have gone
Gentleman's
into
time
custody.
has expired. I recognize.
I
the
can't
gentleman from
believe they're
Mississippi.
still on that.
Guest for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman,
Oh.
we stand on the verge of a second Democrat
Well,
shutdown.
I can live without the restorative questioning. This
He
is where they
joined
do the
in
restorative questions.
2007. And he was the chief of staff for ERO in Dallas for a long time.
Oh,
And then it
So he's been around.
says,
so he's not a recent Trump appointee. For
oh,
this.
just wait. Just you wait. I'm getting there. I'm looking through
Hey,
it.
Blue.
Hey.
Hey.
We were just watching the ICE director tell a bunch of lies. Or actually, he didn't tell any lies because he didn't answer any questions.
Yeah. Well, we can see from the videos what's going on, and there's been a whistleblower now that used to work at an ICE detention facility, and they've said everything that's going on there. And I'm wondering if Core Civic and all of these people that are building these concentration camps can be sued because they're not. And there was another interview with a guy from Ireland that's been in detention,
Mm-hmm.
and he
I
said
saw
the
that too.
the portions
Yeah.
are very small. They're like for children. He's, if there's anything extra, because the unfortunately the people that are working in the ICE detention facilities are mainly Hispanic, so that's Hispanics keeping Hispanics down, which is really sad.
Mm-hmm.
Now you mentioned Corsica. That's one of the companies that
Core
that
Civic.
builds the Core
Yeah.
Civic that
Core
builds
Civic.
the detention centers that are. that are getting millions from, in contracts to build these
Yeah.
detention centers. And they and a couple of the other companies I discovered donate to are part among the funders of this group called American Sovereignty, and they are the ones that paid for that ad in the Super Bowl. I don't know if you saw that ad, the ad that is promoting ICE agents protecting us, and all the glossy scenes and music and everything, glorifying ICE agents. that's paid for by the people who are making money off all the people they are detaining.
But the thing is,
just so corrupt.
I know it because I can see it on social media, but it's not on the TV, and it's definitely not in my housemate's Facebook algorithm, because he says some crazy stuff, and I'm like, where are you getting about stuff that doesn't even have to do with any of this? And I'm like, where are you getting that? And it's just like when the day that Trump was allegedly shot in Butler, PA, that whole scam, like within like 15 seconds after it happened, he's like looking at his Facebook, and pretty soon he goes, it was Chinese nationals. It was Chinese nationals. So he's getting this stuff out of his Facebook algorithm. And it's scary. And there's nothing on the news, because the news, every single broadcast channel has been absolutely, sitting on their hands on everything. It's just horrifying. I attack the messenger because they're not messaging.
We have Tom C from Ireland.
That's time for a book plug. That's my book.
Yep, Attack the Messenger.
In fact, that was my first book, Attack the Messenger.
Yeah.
Except it was poorly titled in a way, because it's actually about how politicians turn you against the media. And people thought that I was advocating attacking the messenger, which actually brought a lot of people to my book events, thinking that I was attacking the media. So and then they discovered I was doing actually just the opposite. I was defending the media.
So they were pro-attacking the media, these people that came?
Yes, that was what happened that was what happened with this book is the titling was misleading, it turned out, to a lot, but it still brought people to my book signings. I mean, it still brought in people. They just didn't understand what the book was
why
about.
they were there. Probably
not
big readers.
Tom C, where are you? Tell us where you are.
Ireland.
He's in Ireland. We got a fellow from Ireland. Hey, they're detaining Irish now. What did y'all? I saw that story, but I didn't get a chance to go into the details on it. But they're it wasn't just the one Irish fellow, was it? Or Ireland?
Yeah.
Hey, boy, we love getting. We see we're hitting you right about what you're probably getting off work about now. What time is it in Ireland?
It's 4:05.
Yeah, because see, that's one reason
Maybe 3.
I actually picked, one of the reasons I picked 11 a.m. to do this daily podcast thing is because we hit as people are getting off work in Europe. I was trying to time it for the Europeans getting off work, us folks, those of us who are on the East Coast at about lunchtime, and then Jamie and the folks out west. What is it out there, Jamie? A little after breakfast time? Is that it?
It's 8 right now.
Yeah. So I'd actually asked AI, what time of day are the most humans awake on planet Earth? I literally asked that question, and it came back fairly quickly with 11 a.m. Eastern. Most humans are awake on planet Earth. So Tom C's answering some more. 4:15.
Well,
It's 4. Yeah. Apparently she wrote a bad check a few years ago and got scooped up by ICE on the way back. He's talking about the Irish.
Well, but there's a guy.
Detained.
Yeah, but there's a guy there too, and he had a permit to work and everything. So I'm not sure why he got scooped up. But the problem is, I don't understand why, like, the Irish government can't get them out of there if they're Irish nationals. I don't understand. I don't understand why foreign nationals are being kept in there. It doesn't make any sense.
Is there any reaction, Tom, in Ireland yet? I mean, this story's a little bit new, but I mean, people over there, surely they're noticing this and reacting to it.
The man that they had a work visa because he was getting ready to marry an American citizen. So I think they're trying to set it up as a case of fraud. But what really bothers me, other than the numbers of these camps they're trying to set up or warehouses to buy, is the sheer number of people they're looking to incarcerate.
Oh, yeah.
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 It's all about their quotas. I mean, Stephen Miller wants to deport or detain 11 million people, and he's serious about it.
Yeah, and so far we've got like what, about 80,000.
Yeah.
So 80,000 cases of the victims plus all of the trauma around it. This is going to scar. I mean, hopefully it's over soon, but I don't know how. But the psychological scars, not only the physical toll on people, but the psychological scars on this country that this administration is creating. It's may they never rest in peace again.
Yeah.
And the destruction between Doge and Trump, it's going to take years to rebuild and restart.
Oh, yeah.
So I just asked Google Gemini, Seamus Culleton.
Seamus.
Jamie keeps me honest on pronouncing things and understanding screen name puns. The primary driver of this news is the case of Seamus Culleton, a 45-year-old plastering contractor originally from County Kilkenny.
Kilkenny.
His situation has gained traction because he fits the profile of someone who did everything right but was detained anyway. He's lived in the U.S. for 20 years, has a valid work permit, married to a U.S. citizen, no criminal record. What the hell? He was picked up by ICE, wouldn't you know it, at Home Depot in Buffalo, New York. He has been in detention for 5 months.
And that's why I'm wondering, why can't the Irish government get him out?
Hey, Tom, go get your government on this. He's saying, yes, it's big news. She is married to. Now we're confused. Tom's talking about a woman here. And we're looking at a man, so he must be talking about another case.
Yeah.
So what is that case? What's her name, Tom? Let's look her up. Maybe there's another one here. I don't know.
We could do all 80,000 people.
He said it's big news. What's the big publication over there in Ireland? What are the Irish Times? Is that it?
Irish Independent, Irish Times.
Irish. Somehow Irish Times comes to mind. Here's an
Irish Independent too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Her name is Cleo Ward.
Cleo Ward. Oh, okay.
Cliona Ward. WARD.
Let's see if they're going to make me. Let's see. No, I don't want that. U.S. man told father he would always lose. That's something else. Well, they got some.
Is there a search?
Whoa! Here's Irish Times has a good Epstein story. Look here, Epstein files are comes where? Uh-oh, I got detoured.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. What were we talking about? Oh, what was her? Okay, I'll go back over here to
Leona Ward. She's here in Tacoma facility.
Oh, how to spell that?
CLIONA. Her last name is Ward. WARD.
Set this thing on fast so we don't have to wait so long for answers. All right. What's Tom added to the mix? Okay, department. Okay, we're looking up this woman you're talking about, Tom. The Department of Foreign Affairs is involved, but it's Trump's government, so they've been told to kick rocks, I would say.
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't understand why the rest of the world still does little things to appease him. I don't understand why World Cup is still happening in part of it is happening in the US. It should all be moved to Canada and Mexico. Those are the other host nations.
Yeah.
Argentina's supposed to come here. It's like, for goodness sakes. They're going to
Okay,
speak
so
Spanish and
Cleona
they're
Ward
gonna
is a 54-year-old Irish citizen in Santa Cruz for over 30 years as a green card holder. She returned from visiting her ailing father in Ireland. Upon landing, she was stopped because of drug possession from 2007 and 2008. And,
It was probably weed.
she'd already gone. She'd had the records expunged, it says here. The detention, she was detained for 17 days, shackled, and moved to a facility. There you go, Tacoma. There you are, Jamie.
Go break her out, Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie.
Well, we still know where she is because
Now we need a double team here. We need a two-front war. We got Tom. Tom, you get on your government's case, and Jamie's going to go over there to the prison and raise some noise, make some noise. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get this woman out.
Yeah, they regularly
We've only got
protest
till
on that site.
we're only on here till noon, so y'all get busy.
You got 40 minutes
to solve the world's problems. Yes.
Good to have you here, Tom. Now, if you want to get on Trail Mix other times, we have it's easy to comment with us. We always like to get folks on. Here's the link for that, trailmix.cc. Just go over there and anytime and get in our comments section. You could make up a name and you don't have to give us your email address or your bank account or anything. You just get on there and comment.
I have a friend who's watching the hearing, and she said no other state occupied by DHS was called out by name except Minnesota.
Oh,
So
is that
not
right?
Oregon, not Illinois, only Minnesota. And even more shocking, they disclosed that out of the 33,000 in the field between ICE and CBP, only 13,000 of them are wearing cameras.
Huh. Yeah, I think this body cam thing is a head fake. I bet you they don't actually do that. Oh, Tom's going to send out all right.
He's going to send out the
Special
leprechauns.
Forces.
Yes. The Leprechaun Brigade.
I'm sure I have some elves in Portland.
How do you spell? You know what? Let's have. Let's see if. Let's ask Gemini to make a. Oh shoot! Hey, LEPRECHAUN.
Yes.
Are you on a side quest again?
Yeah. Create an image of a leprechaun military
Paramilitary leprechauns. Oh my. That's weird.
Oh,
paramilitary soldier. All right, let's see. Okay, he's loading Nano Banana now. Okay, hang on, Tom. We're going to get you an image. There we go. Let's see what he's got. There he is. I just had Gemini make an image of. There's your leprechaun special forces there, Tom, right there. Oh, I see. We've exposed the covert troops. Now we're in trouble. Okay.
Wow.
There we go. We got us a new mascot.
Well, as far as putting people in these concentration camps, and even foreign nationals. Oh, this is something. Yesterday, AOC said that they are creating a black box, so people can't be found for U.S. citizens. So
boy.
Yeah, I mean, AOC said this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's getting wild, and I don't understand why the rest of the world isn't. I mean, I don't understand why we haven't just like shut everything down and said, we're not working, we're not going to school, we're not buying anything. I've deleted all of my paid streaming things. Um,
Yeah.
you know,
There we go.
but I don't understand why there's not more of an uproar,
Yeah.
and Minnesota's doing all the heavy lifting. And it's like not being reported by the news. The news, this is what I was.
They pulled out.
I am attacking the messenger absolutely here because they should be messaging and they're not doing their damn job.
We have all the independent media, like, Status Quo, Midas Touch,
Bulwark, Courier, all
Unicorn Riot. We've got a lot of independent media here, which is great. But the thing is, the mainstream media isn't picking up any of their stuff to put out.
Right. And that's
so true. Yeah.
And that's the problem. It's like, so everybody who is woke, I guess, we are aware of what's going on and we know to go look for it. But the rest of the world thinks everything's just hunky dory. And so I blame, and I tag them all the time, NBC, ABC, The View, International, Vatican News.
CNN now. CNN is even covering it up.
I mean, all of them, I tag everybody so that, like, come on, man. Let the rest of the world know what's going on.
And Minnesotans are tired.
Los Angeles Times is covering ICE raids.
Well, that's good, but that doesn't do, like, in the middle of America here.
We're the Midwest. We like staying home and making apple pie and tater tot hot dish. We don't like being out there having to fight for human rights. Like, we should not be fighting for our basic human rights. And, everybody has the same body parts and stuff, and we've got, the same innards and everything. Just it's a different color of your skin, and you might have an accent or speak a different language. Who the hell cares? We are all human. We should not be treating other humans like this. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. And I think if people actually knew what was going on, the cruelty, and they could see it side by side with a Nazi concentration camp, I think a light switch would go off. And I think they'd go, okay, well, even though they're, racist and they don't like anybody who doesn't look or sound like them, that's not right. I mean, I think that most of them would get it, except for the hardcore absolute Nazis that are around,
Yeah.
I think the problem with the detention centers is we're not getting images. In the 2017, they made the mistake of letting the media take pictures of those kids in cages, and that really changed things. And we're not saying, and that's why I think Minneapolis has been so important, because people are seeing, and the ones we had in DC, the protests, I mean, people see these are not, radical crazy with purple hair and, rings in their noses. I mean, these are regular, these are like your neighbors, and not there's anything wrong with rings in your noses or purple hair, but
I was going to say
it upsets, it's just off-putting. Well, I mean, it's just like the other day, like when I saw the CNN covered the protest that I was at, this one at the Kennedy Center, about renaming the Kennedy Center, and a drag queen spoke among about 30 people, and a lot from all different walks of life, and they all had good things to say. The only person they put on the screen in the CNN report that day was the drag queen, who was fine and said good things, but it made it look like the whole group that she represented. She was like everyone there. I mean, that's kind of thing that they, and I don't know how. They weren't deliberately trying to undermine anybody or anything. I mean, that was the most clickbaiting person they could quote. Let's see, we got a little criticism here. We can handle it. Now, just so you know, we talk back, Healer. None of you are qualified to talk about this. It's about irrelevant it's also irrelevant to all of you. Never organizations make their money selling advertising. These stories keep you around to watch ads. I'm not completely following that, Healer, but so noted. That's what the judges tell you.
And you are qualified to talk about it? That's the other question, you know.
And this all right, now Jamie, channel this one. What is this one? What is this screen name trying to say? Anyway, ridiculous. You know, sometimes I think that's just a good word to just say ridiculous. Just for the out of context, just ridiculous.
My favorite is dramatically craptacular.
Oh my God, I like that. What the hell is it? What is it?
Dramatically craptacular.
Craptacular. That's fantastic. That's better than
It's something that my one of my high school English teachers used to say, and I just picked it up. And I say that when things are just going terribly. Plus, it's better than swearing around my kid, you know.
Just for pure old spectacular, I made a little. I gotta get these guys off. I gotta get these guys off the stage first. Shoot. Anyway, I made a little montage of tree people. I love the tree people.
The tree people.
This is I just love this. These are all the tree people at the Super Bowl. Isn't that neat?
Yeah. That was, I'm just still floored by that.
That was
show.
ingenious.
It was so awesome.
That was ingenious. Because when I saw those trees, I thought, how did they get them out there? And then later, after the show, even I learned that these were all people in these trees. So that way they could walk out there.
Dunsinane.
What's that?
I said Burnham Wood has come to Dunsinane.
Burnham Wood. Dunsinane.
Yeah.
I'm not following.
The witch's curse in Macbeth. That he would be defeated when Burnham Wood came to Dunsinane, and
that's
it was
right.
because the wood was walking. It had people.
All right,
in
now
it.
let's go back. Now, Healer, you say we're not qualified to talk. We just had a woman quote Shakespeare. So there, take that. We know our Shakespeare. Ridiculous.
Oh God. Oh, and it was so awesome. Go ahead.
He spent $2 million on these tree people. That's I don't know how it costs that much, but that's what they said.
And the thing is,
$2 million.
I've seen so many videos of this, and it just shows you who Bad Bunny is. But when Lady Gaga was up there singing Die With a Smile, which is like one of my favorite songs ever, she's standing up there. He was down behind the casita, changing clothes because he had to put on the suit jacket and stuff. And he's dancing. He's dancing while he's changing his clothes and stuff. And you could tell he just loves music as a person. And that's how I am. You can tell, like, for instance, I'm a Swiftie. Sorry, but I'm a Swiftie. Like at the Grammy Awards or like any award show, if she's there, she's standing up and dancing and singing with everybody.
Yeah.
And she just loves music. And you can tell he's one of those people that just loves music in general. And it's so cool to see people who are just so in it and just so excited. And they're, it just shows his personality and how playful he is as a person. Because, I mean, he's been on Saturday Night Live and is a riot. And he was in the second Happy Gilmore with Adam Sandler. He's doing acting stuff, but then also, I mean, he sticks with his music because that's his passion. And the thing is, all of his songs are so beautiful in the way that they talk about his love for his culture and Puerto Rico and the lifestyle and stuff. Nothing is about, you know, I don't know. It's just it's just beautiful. It's like a love song to his country or to his country, because he does talk about the Americas, but he doesn't go into like, you know, political stuff. But just beautifulness about his growing up and just Puerto Rico in general. It just was really awesome.
Then we had
much more complicated.
Then there was Kid Rock. Look at Vance there.
Yeah, exactly, Tom.
They think the pieces were filmed elsewhere and broadcast because Kid Rock couldn't even lip sync.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
I just cracked me up watching.
And
watching
he's a
Vance
pedophile himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing like putting on a pedophile for the GOP version.
That was the alternate.
Well, I'm sure it was like, whoever's MAGA, come and join the show. Pretty much.
Kid Rock. Well, back to Epstein. So Ro Khanna and Massey, they came out of their session yesterday talking about those 6 names
that bothered me
Yes.
were the names of at least 6 men that have been redacted that are likely incriminated by their inclusion in these files. So that's the first thing that I saw. It took some digging to find them. Then I'll let you talk about what you saw.
Well, and we discussed that. I mean, there are 6 men, some of them with their photographs that have been redacted, and there's no explanation why those people were redacted. And Thomas discovered it through his MIT logic with some of the searches. But, you know, that's really concerning.
There are 6 men. We went in there for 2 hours. There's millions of files, right? And in a couple of hours, we found 6 men whose names have been redacted who are implicated.
Now, has anybody come up with who these men are yet? Is that still unknown? Or?
No, because they were redacted before they sent the files over.
Yeah.
So
I know Lex Wexner is one of them.
Huh.
Who is the creator of Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works, lots of all the, you know.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't
Oh,
know.
yeah. He's a nasty old man. Actually, it's kind of funny. There's actually a song written about him called Victoria's Secret by an artist named Jax. And she talks about her body image when she was a kid, or how, you know, Victoria's Secret ads would make you think that you're too fat and you had to be so skinny and stuff like that. And then she said, but I know Victoria's Secret, and you wouldn't believe she's an old guy that lives in Ohio, because that's who it is, Lex Wexner.
Huh. Well, here I made a little montage. Here's a little montage of some of the names we do know about. Just kind of rolling through here. But those are some of the people that have been named so far and that are getting in trouble, and some of them resigning and different things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's coming out. This is going to go on a while.
It is.
This story, as we say in the journalism biz, it has legs. This story has legs.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
there's
of
so many
course,
things to come out.
like, my husband was reading off a list that he saw last night. And I said, you have to remember, these people might be named in the files, but they may not be guilty of anything. Like, you know, like, for instance, he said Cameron Diaz was in it. Okay, but has she been to the island? What did she have to do with Epstein? You know, that kind of thing. So why aren't they looking into that? And like,
oh, we got one to get into here. Marvin Saley. Okay, now let's talk. Marvin is at least talking about Kid Rock. At least it was a language that most Americans could understand. Maybe the people. Now, I'm curious. Did you watch the opening ceremonies of the Olympics, Marvin? And did you watch what's his name, Botticelli, or who's the guy, the singer, opera singer?
Botticelli.
Did you watch that? And did that bother you, unless you speak Italian, that you couldn't understand the words? I'm curious if you saw that, and if that bothered you as much as apparently Bad Bunny bothered you speaking Spanish. That's a question. All right. And then he also says, I'm so mad that Obama or Biden didn't release these files or lock up Cleo. Well, I mean, now let's talk about that, Marvin. Is the problem there is that Ghislaine Maxwell was in trial, was being tried in those days, and you could not release the files so long as there was an ongoing case.
And there was several appeals that were going on, so they couldn't
that.
release them because of that.
And the other thing I would point out is neither Obama or Biden campaigned and promised to their supporters over and over again that they would release the Epstein files.
And also, Obama was done in 2016, and you know, I mean, all they could have released is the stuff from when he was, you know, arrested in 2000. What was it, 9 in Florida? But even then, it was a Florida case. At least they thought it was a Florida case. So, I mean, and Trump's name is in the files for sure. But, and we know that was one of the redacted names.
I've got a thing on this that I did about the 38,000 times, you know, that it's actually 38,000 times in 5,300 documents that he's mentioned.
Yes, God. Just something needs to be done. We need something done about this ICE shit. We need something done about the Epstein shit. We need all of this shit handled. Sorry. It's just...
I think she's upset.
Yeah.
Why can't I bring that up? Boo's back.
I'm back.
Yay!
Did your phone cool down?
Yes, it did.
Oh, I forgot. I just realized I had set up. I made us a little jazz file to play in the background.
Oh, that's cute, Baba Ganoush O'Reilly.
Yeah, you know what was
Baba Ganoush O'Reilly. Trump is mentioned more in the files than Jesus is mentioned in the Bible.
It's true.
Or Harry Potter in all 7 Harry Potter books.
Read the Bible.
Yep.
And they say Harry Potter a lot in those books.
Yes, they do. So
Hi there, Wonderland.
Oh, there's Winterland.
Oh, you got here a little earlier today, Winterland.
Yeah.
Winterland from Germany. We just had a fellow from Ireland. I love getting the Europeans on here.
Oh, do you want to hear some BS?
Move there.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear some BS?
Yeah.
CBP leadership just insisted that U.S. citizens are not being tracked or surveilled, and that no database exists tracking protesters as domestic terrorists. That is BS.
Absolutely, because there's actually they're subpoenaing people for social media.
Yep.
So and they are scanning faces of protesters, and they have point blank told them what they are doing.
Oh, and released detainees all of them have recounted that they were offered money or immigration help for the names of protest organizers and protesters.
Huh.
Yeah, Peter Thiel is the one running surveillance, and last night I posted that picture of him at a dinner with Elon Musk and Jeffrey Epstein. And the whole list of people is there. I got that out of justice.gov, out of the Epstein files, the whole list of attendees. And so Peter Thiel is an Epstein in the Epstein network as well.
Wow. Yeah. It's, like I say, it's never going to stop. I mean, it's.
Nope.
Oh, there it is. I'm trying to find this is my brief on this, the 38,000 mentions we sorted through here of Trump and there, and somebody else referred to one of the tip line or the unverified tips, but they keep saying they're unverified tips, but that's because the FBI didn't investigate them,
No, they didn't.
But other countries are investigating, and the chickens are coming home to roost, and it's all tying back to things, and there's nothing that the U.S. government can do about other countries. Some of the victims are foreign nationals from like Australia and stuff, and so stuff is going to still unravel. And I guess Massey was really upset yesterday because, you know, they were supposed to go in and see these unredacted files in this skiff room or something, and they were already redacted.
Yep.
When they said that, they said they were redacted before the DOJ even got them. So who did they redact?
So who did that? And here's the other thing. If they have 6 names or whatever they said they have, read them on the House floor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do it.
Don't say you're going to do it. Just go up there and do it. You know, like that movie that Jamie put up yesterday, Disclosure Day. Just nuke it all. Here's all
It
the
needs to be
information.
done.
Deal with it.
It needs to be done. And I hate to say it, it needs to be done for the victims and all the people who are rallying for those victims to get their justice.
Well, and the thing is, there's other people out there still. This did not go away just because you know, Jeffrey Epstein, was suicided.
There's people being trafficked now.
Yes, absolutely.
And Andrew, formerly known as Prince, is even.
I love it.
Well, the British government could. I mean, the thing is, it seems like in Europe, Britain and some of these other countries, they're taking this a lot more seriously than we are as far as consequences, and the British government could fall over this. I've been reading that. They're actually in serious political trouble over Epstein.
But Turkey is going after it. Latvia. I mean, a lot of countries are looking into this. There's like eight or nine countries that have open investigations into the last.
Starmer himself is not in trouble, but his appointment is, and they want him to resign for bad judgment.
Who?
The current Prime Minister of England.
Oh, Keir Starmer? Yeah. Yeah, because apparently he knew that Mendelsohn or whatever his name was already doing this, so he was aware of it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but they definitely should just go in and read those names, and
they should.
Yeah, just do it. And
well,
then
we got 716 folks in the room right now.
Yeah, the Super Bowl hangover is wearing off, huh?
Yeah, yesterday was a little slow. Business was slow yesterday, but it's picking up.
It was a Monday. It was a Monday after a busy weekend,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an interesting question.
Winter. Trump is trying to blot out his name. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's one. Try. Yeah, you think? Yeah, I think
he's trying to blot out his name on the Epstein file and put it on every building in Washington D.C. and
so
every train station.
So Winterland, one German podcaster asked the question, "Who has overtaken Epstein's?" Well, yeah, that's an interest, because if this is an international global conspiracies of elites to what Senator John Ossoff is now calling, and I noticed it's picking up. Their Democrats are calling it the Epstein Class, ruling the country. The Epstein Class. Even Joe Scarborough was saying it this morning. The Epstein Class. So the question is, who's now in charge of the Epstein Class? Well, we know who is in charge of the Epstein Class cover-up. It's Donald Trump. He's running the cover-up. So
because
why don't we say
he's of it. And
say he's the successor?
One of the
it isn't just the girls either. It's a whole financial system.
Oh, there's the financial web is big.
Yeah, in some ways, I think the scandalous, salacious sex stuff covers the real work, which was the money laundering, that was going on.
Well, it was power. So it was human trafficking, but it was human trafficking in order to influence peddling kind of a thing.
Yeah.
My husband is actually texting right now about it. He's like, did you see this? And I said, yeah, we're talking about it right now. And he said, don't you think this should be more of a priority for the government to take down these people because it deals with children? Or maybe it's too vast and so much money and politicians involved can't, or they get paid off to look the other way. Mm-hmm. He's right. I mean, like,
yeah.
But
it's the cover up. It's the cover up.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I keep coming back to the political reality of it. The on the ground political reality for the midterms this is depressing MAGA turnout. We've already seen it, and it will continue. So the cover up, I've always wanted the cover up to succeed because it pisses off MAGA voters and keeps them from voting.
He just said there has to be something to all of this that the normal human being is not aware of. I don't think normal people can process it.
Well, if anybody's actually gone, I mean, and it's disturbing stuff. You don't want to read
it.
It is, but the auctioning off of children and measuring of little girls by Trump.
Yes,
and Don Jr. was there, and Ivanka was there.
Rob Davidson. Rob Davidson. What is this about?
It came out that Trump had called Palm Beach police in 2006, ratting out Epstein for what he was doing with trafficking and such like that. It was retribution because Epstein was meeting girls at Mar-a-Lago and taking them away. And Trump didn't like it, so he went and ratted him out. The thing is, Trump lied about knowing about Epstein and his antics, but they have a recorded phone call of it.
And
it's in today's Guardian.
And things happened between Trump and Epstein after that. There is documentation that they were still in cahoots after that. That was that was a little, lovers spat between them. But yeah, they're
here I looked that up here with
that did not kill the relationship.
According to newly unsealed documents released today, February 10th, Ryder told the FBI that Trump did call him in 2006 regarding Epstein. The details provide a new perspective. Key details of the call. The chief stated in 2019, Trump phoned him shortly after the local investigation became public. Trump allegedly said, "Thank goodness you're stopping him." Insights on Maxwell, FBI summary. She is knowledge in New York. During the call, Trump claimed he had already thrown Epstein out of his club. These records that are now being seen unredacted disprove that. He was never thrown out of the club. Troop often cited as the date of their fall. He remained a member for 3 years after they.
What did he say about Maxwell? About Ghislaine?
That she was evil.
Okay, so she's evil, but now he wishes her well.
Yeah, and is
see what this is.
To pardon her.
Where this is not so great for Trump is it shows he knew what was going on.
Exactly,
which contradicts what he always said.
He's never known Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know what he was doing. Blah 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 blah.
See, here's what
so I have a feeling
these newly revived fields contrast with Trump's public statements when he told his words, "I had no idea."
And don't you suppose that this got released because they thought it would help, because they thought it would distance him from and it's blowing up in his face. Awesome.
As it always does.
Instant karma.
Yeah.
I put the Guardian article on trail mix.
Oh, okay. And
Have fun with that, Chaos Whisperer. Have fun.
Yeah. You're about all he's got left, Chaos. The numbers are plummeting.
Oh, what was it? Oh, it was a Family Guy video. It was hilarious. They were at the TPUSA concert, and a guy falls down with a heart attack, and this woman's screaming, "Call a doctor! Call a doctor!" And the character of Stewie is standing right there, and he goes, "You really think there's a doctor here?" It was so great. I should find it. It's hilarious.
Time I would like my time back, please. Please give me another 15 seconds.
I love this congressman. Let's see if I can get
American citizens who have been randomly asked are lying. Is that what you're saying?
Sir, if the men and women of ICE are conducting an investigation, whether it be for Title 8 immigration enforcement or Title 18 criminal enforcement, they'll ask someone their nationality.
Right, but that's not targeted because they're asking all sorts of American citizens, including off-duty law enforcement. Now, have you directed at any point your agents under the Supreme Court's racial profiling ruling to only stop non-white people and those who look like immigrants to ask for their citizenship papers?
Yeah, I knew that you even have to ask that question.
Now, you are aware, of course, and there's well-documented, numerous well-documented instances of people, American citizens, being asked to show and prove their citizenship. Do you know what other regimes in the 20th century required similar proof of citizenship?
Yes, sir.
What?
Sir, there was various nefarious regimes that did that.
Is Nazi Germany one?
Yes, but
is the Soviet Union one?
I honestly,
sir, I'm asking the question. Is the Soviet Union one?
Yes, sir, but I totally, this is the wrong type of questioning.
I'll tell you what's the wrong type.
I don't like your question.
Sir, it's my
Holocaust
time.
Museum.
Reclaiming my time, sir.
If you want to
reclaiming my time, Mr. Chairman.
Not the men and women of ICE that are out there doing it.
Exactly, Tom.
So to say that the men and women of ICE,
Mr. Chairman, I'm reclaiming my time. I would like my time back, please.
No,
Please give me
I
another
you're
15
get your
seconds
time back,
because he was unnecessarily speaking.
You're doing too much
You said in
damage.
your opening statement that references to ICE as the Gestapo or the secret police encourages threats against ICE agents.
100%.
The problem is you have it backwards, sir. People are simply making valid observations about your tactics, which are un-American and outright fascist. So I have a simple suggestion. If you don't want to be called a fascist regime or secret police, then stop acting like one. But
I think that gets it done. Golden got it done.
Yep.
That got it done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's our hour because I got to save a few minutes for the monks. I did. I made a little reel. The monks showed up in D.C. They walked 2,300 miles from Texas, and they arrived at D.C. this morning.
And the only reason I know, don't know about them is social media because it's not even on the news. This is
I
national
know.
News.
But I'm about to give you 5 minutes of walking, talking, peaceful monks.
Okay.
We're covering it right here.
Bye-bye, all.
Bye.
And all you folks
Have
who
a
showed
good
up today, get on trailmix.cc and comment with us. We're there every day, all day, off and on. We're here just for an hour at 11 a.m., but we're on trailmix.cc all the time. Here's the monks arriving in D.C. this morning. I chatted with some folks who were there and got some pictures. And I didn't get one of their peace bracelets. I'm disappointed in that.
And that is the thing that I've been practicing for so many years, to have peace for myself. In our traditions, if we want to share something with the other people, we have to have it.
I'm going to back up here, and I got to get Golden off the screen somehow, and I'll do it that way. And then we'll put the monks back on here. Gotta get the monks. Where'd the monks go? Here they are.
Without having it, we cannot share it to anybody.
Here they
This
are
is so
arriving in
important
DC
for me to
this
be
morning.
here. I'm Buddhist. And I grew up in Thailand, and being part of this is the most important moment as a Buddhist to be witnessing the monks, doing the walking meditation. My husband is in hospice and he's dying at home. And this is so important for me to be here to bring the merit back to him.
Well, I'm just really touched by how they've moved so many people from so many different walks of life with such simplicity and quietness. They're just able to move people. It's enormous and touching.
I know.
I'm here because I'm filled with peace just by watching what they're doing. And what they're telling us, may you be well, may you be happy, and may you be at peace, is something really important. And I'm trying to incorporate that in my life. We're in a situation here, especially living in the Washington, D.C. suburbs, where we're just surrounded by a lot of negative news and a lot of hurt that's going on. And I think this gives us an opportunity to focus on something positive. So between the monks and the Olympics, I think we're in good shape.
We walk not to bring any attention to us, but we just hope that we raise awareness of peace to all the people who we meet along the road. And then when I started out in Fort Worth, Texas on October 26th, all I was hoping was there will be some people along the road will stop to look at the monks, just some, not many people. And that is the reason why when we started out, I only brought like 1,000 pieces of the peace bracelet. And guess how much we have passed out by now? Over 100,000 of peace bracelet we have passed out. And that is the thing that I've been practicing for so many years, to have peace for myself. In our traditions, if we want to share something with the other people, we have to have it. Without having it, we cannot share it to anybody. One of the lady came to me on this walk, during this walk, and she said, I have practiced loving kindness meditation for a while. But Venerable Sir, I don't know why I still cannot have peace, and I don't know why I cannot have loving kindness. And my teacher asked me to share that loving kindness to the others. But based on my understanding, I cannot share because I don't have it. So what have I done wrong? I say, you're correct, because if you don't have it, you cannot share, you cannot give. If you want to give me a bottle of water, you have to have a bottle of water within your hand first, right? Same thing as the practicing loving kindness. You have to radiate that. You have to share that loving kindness within yourself first.
I just said satu, 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 satu 3 times. In Thai, it means the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. And this is so important for me, as just, as the monks will pass by, I would just put my hands together and just say satu, or I can say anumotana satu. It's just like you're saying amen.